On March 6th of 2023, a Reddit user had taken a photo of his kitchen late at night. The Reddit user claims that over the last couple of years, he's been hearing mysterious noises coming from his apartment. For the longest time, he's been trying to figure out the source of these noises. But then, one night while being in his living room, he takes a photo of the kitchen and captures this. It was only after enhancing the photo that he was able to see what looks to be a tall figure standing in his kitchen. He believes that whoever this is the person responsible for the strange noises he would hear at night. But it only gets creepier because only a few days later, the Reddit user had posted a video of another strange occurrence. He left his camera recording overnight where the figure was spotted and captured. But it's only after brightening the footage that the video becomes even more scary. This mysterious figure might just be the same person or thing caught in the previous photo. Now it could be that a squatter is hiding inside his... Some believe it was just someone in the apartment, but then again, some viewers think that this supposed person is actually something supernatural. There haven't been any further updates on the story, but until then, you'll be the judge on what was really going on. It's late at night when the following happens. The person recording is alone at home when, all of a sudden, something bone-chilling is caught on camera. Now, the person in question is known as Caitlin, and it was 2 years ago. She was involved in a terrible accident on August 8th of 2020. Caitlin jumped off a rope swing at a very high altitude, causing her to break her neck after landing on a pile of rocks. This injury was so severe that she had to stay home for more than a few weeks until she recovered. But during her stay at home, Caitlin would encounter something that still haunts her to this day. No one else is home when this is captured. Oh my God. Our fascination with the paranormal often stems from our fear of the unknown, from what lurks in the shadows or slips by unnoticed. Today we dive into real-life encounters caught on camera or witnessed firsthand. These eerie tales include mysterious figures, haunted rooms, and unexplainable phenomena. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, these accounts will challenge your view of reality. Get ready to explore 10 terrifying tales that just might keep you up tonight. Story 1. The figure behind the TV. Imagine turning to look behind your TV and spotting a shadowy figure moving in the narrow space between it and the wall. This story recounts a terrifying experience where a family member glimpsed a ghostly figure, slipping behind the television set as if it belonged there. Caught in a space that seemed far too small for anyone to stand, this figure left everyone at a loss. The video footage shows the shadow clearly, moving in an eerie way, defying the laws of physics. What or who could have appeared there? Skeptics might say it was a trick of the light, but for those who saw it, the chill was all too real. Story 2. Bobby's haunted house. After moving to a new home with his daughter, Bobby hoped for a fresh start. However, soon after settling in, strange occurrences began to plague them. Footsteps would echo down the hallway when no one else was around, and toys would turn on by themselves, their cheerful tunes sounding strangely sinister in the dead of night. Bobby would investigate, even setting up cameras, but all he caught was the sound of faint whispers and shadows that moved on their own. Eventually, Bobby's daughter confided that she saw a friend at night. This tale leaves us wondering about the invisible entities that may share our living spaces. In a seemingly peaceful setting, where friends gathered to pray, an unexplained shadow darted down the hallway. Witnesses reported feeling a strange chill right before the figure appeared, adding to the creepiness of the situation. The camera caught a glimpse of something dark and fast-moving, passing by in an instant, but leaving a lasting impression. Those in attendance claimed the room felt different afterward, as though someone or something was with them. Was this merely a play of light, or did they witness a spirit passing through? Story 4. Zark's haunted new home. Zark moved to escape a haunting, only to find that whatever was following him seemed determined to stay. In his new home, Zark soon began hearing strange noises, particularly a voice calling out to him in his son's voice. Disturbed, he would rush to check on his sleeping son, only to find him sound asleep and unaware. The eeriest part. Zark heard the voice multiple times, each time seeming closer. He set up cameras but couldn't capture anything definitive, only the unsettling realization that his move hadn't solved the problem. What could explain this? Could a spirit or energy be attached to Zark himself? Story 5. Police body cam incident. 2 police officers were investigating reports of strange noises coming from a seemingly empty house. As they combed through rooms, they began hearing faint voices and footsteps coming from areas they'd just checked. When they opened doors, nothing was there. At one point, a door slammed shut behind them, sending shivers down their spines. Despite their training, these officers admitted to feeling a deep sense of unease, especially after replaying body cam footage and hearing whispers and shadows on film. This account is all the more chilling, knowing that it comes from trained professionals who don't scare easily. Story 6. Hospitals, haunted ER. Hospitals often carry an atmosphere thick with the memories and energies of those who have passed away. In an abandoned emergency room, a group of nurses was exploring during a quiet night shift. Suddenly, a hospital curtain moved on its own, and shortly after, a cane fell to the ground with no one nearby. One of the nurses felt a chilling draft and believed she saw a small shadow darting around the room. They later discovered that a young child had passed away in that room just days before. Was this the child's spirit, still lingering in the place of his last memories? Story 7. Live stream figure. During a casual live stream, a group of friends was discussing sports when they captured something truly unsettling. As they chatted, viewers noticed a faint silhouette moving across the screen behind one of the friends. When they rewound the footage, they saw the ghostly figure clearly, moving out of sight before anyone could turn around. Initially, they thought it might have been a friend sneaking around, but a quick check of the apartment showed no one else was there. The haunting clip had viewers wondering if they'd caught a ghost passing by in real time. Story 8. Chris's haunted warehouse. Chris, an urban explorer, was drawn back to an abandoned warehouse he'd previously sworn never to enter again. Inside, he felt a drop in temperature and heard strange whispers echoing through the empty corridors. As he approached the staircase leading to the basement, he suddenly felt a force yank him backward, sending him crashing to the ground. Later, he checked his footage and found a dark figure watching him just before he was pulled. After this frightening experience, Chris vowed never to return, convinced that something sinister inhabited the building. Story 9. Singapore bus apparition. A bus driver in Singapore was doing his regular pre-shift inspection when he saw something strange on the security cameras. Though his bus was empty, the footage showed a faint figure sitting near the back, barely visible in the dim lighting. He stopped the bus and went to check, but found nothing. When he returned to the camera, the figure had vanished. Shaken, the driver couldn't explain what he had seen, leaving him with an experience that blurred the line between reality and the supernatural. Story 10. Dance practice incident. A group of friends practicing for a dance recital decided to play a game after a long rehearsal. Suddenly, a heavy crystal cube that had been securely placed on a shelf fell without warning. Moments later, a ceiling lamp began to swing, and a cabinet door popped open. The friends scrambled to make sense of it, unsure if they were being pranked or if something else was at play. For days, they couldn't shake the feeling that something was lurking, watching, and perhaps playing a game of its own. These tales remind us that sometimes reality is stranger than fiction. From homes and warehouses to hospitals and buses, each story leaves us with more questions than answers. Are these experiences evidence of the paranormal, or is there a more logical, but as yet undiscovered explanation? Whatever the case may be, stories like these continue to captivate our imaginations and stir our deepest fears. Until next time, stay alert, and remember, the next ghost story might just be your own.